mean, people have been talking about the rains. The rain started again today.
Yeah.
I think it's a Nigerian thing. I don't want to. I don't go to. You have something to talk about, but I just want to say that when you've been warned, it's not like we do not know these things are not coming. We need to plan ahead. We need to plan. We need to do better as a people. And it's not just about the rain. It's about every aspect and every sphere.
Yeah.
That's just what I want to mention about that.
Exactly. I mean, we spoke about this last week. I said what I had to say, and it is what it is.
It is.
Okay. So everybody knows Tools. Okay, most people know Tools. She's a media personality. And she said, if you're not married and your potential father-in-law or mother-in-law really don't like you, don't try it. Don't try this at home. That's what she was saying. That's what she said, literally, don't go home with this person if they don't like you.
You know, many things come to mind when people are talking about something like this. What if they like you?
And they're pretending.
Along the journey, they don't like you. Or they stop liking you. Because the most constant thing in life and humanity with our characters change. I mean, you have siblings that, even your own siblings that you liked at one point.
Sometimes you want to break their head.
No, it's not that kind of, you want to break their head kind of like there's some siblings that you see that you liked for a particular period and after a while, you just stop liking them.
Ha!
Yes.
That's crazy though.
It does happen. I mean, families where you see the most funny and the most extreme disputes and all of that. I'm just saying that they like you now, what's the surety that they will like you tomorrow? Or that they don't like you now, what's the surety that they won't like you tomorrow? What people tend to do is they look at their experiences and try to give advice based on what they have gone through. You might be the exception. Apart from even being the exception, you might just be one part of, or not you might, you are one small part of so many things happening in so many different ways. There are no two experiences that are the same. Yes, there are times that you have templates, or there are times that you have patterns, or the times that you have, you know, things that you see that are aligning. Yes, but everybody experiences, even if it's the same thing in a different way, in an entirely different way. Someone says that if you're marrying a girl, you're marrying her family. In some cases, yes, in some cases, no. If that father-in-law and mother-in-law are rich, they might not even have your time. That comes in now. Okay, what if the father-in-law that doesn't like you is a poor person? There's a lot of that comes into this scenario. They might not like you. Doesn't mean that they will not do what they're meant to do. See, so what I'm saying is that when you see these things, you don't just take it and just put it and boom.
Hook, line, and sinker. So I agree with you, whereby, you know, you can be the exception to the rule, but you want to find out? That's one thing. Also, I understand that there are patterns. Fine, someone can give you an advice based on their own experience. But if it's an advice for caution, then you should take that caution. Don't throw caution to the wind, especially because you're going to be marrying this person, living life with this person. You're probably going to have kids with this person if that's what you guys decide to do. And what does that say? Those parents are going to be the grandparents of that particular child. You're always going to be intertwined. Now, there are a lot of dynamics in things like this.
A lot, yeah.
Yes, because you can actually be with someone who says, oh, my parents don't like you. Well, I love you. I want to be with you. You've heard of cases, in fact, dated back to like the 1950s and 60s where people would elope, right? Maybe their parents don't really agree, and then they elope and say, you know what, it's me and you, we're doing life together. We forge our own life. We create
love story, Romeo and Juliet, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's
so
what it is.
we create a culture for ourselves, and it's just me and you. But if it's a man that really cares about what his father, or if it's a person, not just a man or a woman, who really cares about what or who is really influenced, that's the word, influenced by their parents, then that might not work. Because if this person keeps running to the parents, maybe by the time you guys have a little squabble, the person will go to that person, oh, I told you, that's why you shouldn't marry her. That's why you shouldn't marry him. We were always going to see this. So they're waiting for that I told you so moment. But I think it's just important that for me, I mean, I'm not married yet. I would really love to have a home whereby everybody lives together, everybody is happy. I want to be able to host them, you know, bring my parents' in-laws for dinner. Maybe we have like a party. It's just nice where there's love everywhere instead of those little rancors. So if you see that already, I think you should be cautious.
You said now that you've gleaned, you read between the lines and you picked up a scenario that is quite different, and that's how people should approach these things. You look at your own case, look at your own scenario, read between the lines and see what you can get. Yes, you learn from these experiences, you glean what you can. But like I said, you don't take things hook like as, I mean, yes, you wish for something to happen more often than not. That thing you wish, it doesn't always happen.
I mean, I wish for $1 million right now. Please drop it.
You understand? So, you know, you just know that things would happen. And one thing I know is that dynamics never remain the same. no matter how much
It changes.
it changes. It either gets better or it gets worse. It doesn't. There are no constants in those kind of scenarios.
Yes.
It either gets better or it gets worse. So dynamics change over the length of a union, as it were. The most important people in the union are the two people
in
who
it.
decide to make. And if they understand and say, but like there's something you said, if you've seen that this pattern of this person defers to
their parents
so
or their
much,
siblings.
and then you see that they don't do one kind. You mention it. You see as it be, see as it be, see as it be, see as it be. There are grounds for you to make your own decision. So you pick from these things.
Yeah.
You put it in your own scenario. You just don't take it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah,
And like
I mean,
said,
don't take my word for it. I'm not saying.
you that are saying now that if they don't like you, like you said, there's something you mentioned at the beginning. What if they are pretending?
What if they're pretending? You know, they
You
might like
never
you, and
know.
maybe they're like, they'll be telling him behind,
Do you
don't try
understand?
this, don't marry that
understand?
girl, don't marry that boy.
People do things for different reasons.
Yeah.
You see, it's just it. So whatever experience you might have had is valid.
Yeah.
It's valid for
I mean,
her.
I want to hear
If
from
you
the
can pick.
Chef Chugi. What do you think about this? Are you married first?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so let's use your scenario. If you, well, you know what, let me ask. How is your relationship with your parents-in-law?
Well, unfortunately, they're late.
Oh.
So I didn't get
Unfortunately.
to meet them.
Unfortunately.
It's an unfortunate event.
Hey, for some people, it's very fortunate.
How? Mike, what do you mean?
They are witches,
Oh,
I
they don't
beg.
want interference. I'm telling you.
No, it's unfortunately they are late, so I didn't get to meet them.
Experience
I only got the approval of the family members, like the siblings and uncles and
And all of
aunties.
that.
But what
Yeah.
if they did not like you? Would you have?
No, I wouldn't. You know, it's okay to say that, yes, I love you, and it's okay, my love is enough. But it's not enough. To be sincere, it's not enough. You need that support from that family. So you can say that probably they might change and maybe during the course of the marriage, but you don't want to use yourself as a test subject. So
Exactly.
you want that approval before you go into that. It's a very long, it's a forever thing.
Hey, but wait,
Yeah.
but you are not getting married to them.
No, hold on. I mean, she said something about the siblings and everything. Your children are going to be cousins. They're going to play with them. They're going to. So if you don't have that relationship, you don't want your kids to be loners. You don't want to live in as a silo.
Not really. There are a lot of people who grew up, and the people that they grew up with were not family. They grew up with friends. They grew up with neighbors. They didn't grow up with family.
Yeah, but
It does
come on,
happen.
you're not.
I'm
I
just
feel
saying
like
that.
in our
I'm just saying
African
that it's
setting,
easy for us to talk about things like that, but in practicality, I've seen a lot of scenarios where
But
these
is
things
that-
don't matter.
is-
People and back in our day, this was more important than now. Now a lot of things are being with the woke culture in such a way. A lot of things are changing so much that do you know how many times there are many parents today? It's 1 year after the marriage that they heard that their kid has gotten married.
How?
There's so many things.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, is it not better than I look? At least you still heard. All the ones that know. I mean, right from time. I'm just saying
I
that.
think it's nice to have a nice loving family.
See, look,
That should be the best scenario.
perfection.
Yeah, it is.
Daddy, mommy, everybody loves each other. We come
Yeah, I want
every
that.
Sunday.
I want
We just
that.
come together and we have fried rice and jollof
I
rice and
want
we have
that.
family food. You know, that would be perfect. But you see, perfect doesn't always happen.
Anyways, we'll go on a short break. We want to hear from you. Please share your thoughts. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. What do you think about this story? We'll see you on the other side of Wake Up Nigeria, Top of the Hour.